Well, in your Ag Impact tonight, Iowa hog farmers are worried rules on the West Coast and future regulations could impact their bottom line. I talked with a livestock owner in Scott County about why barn requirements in a state nearly 2,000 miles away have the industry on edge.
These pigs just got weaned yesterday.
Mike Postian cares about his animals.
This guy's sleeping pretty good.
He markets about 35,000 hogs a year,
Having a nice nap.
which means there's about 650 new piglets a week.
They kind of want to just lay around a lot at this age.
These pigs may seem like they're living high on the hog, but this Iowa barn doesn't quite meet the requirements the state of California put into effect about a year and a half ago.
I totally understand why voters in California voted for it because, who isn't, in favor of good animal welfare. I think the problem a lot of producers have is that this square footage number that they came up with was just kind of an arbitrary number. There's not any real scientific basis behind it.
If farmers want to sell certain cuts of pork into California, a law coined Proposition 12 requires pigs to be raised in barns with 24 square feet apiece. But in Postian's barn, it's about 23 square feet.
It's impossible to be in compliance unless you can get some type of premium locked in because of the expense that it would take to get your barns into compliance.
It would take a couple $1 million to update his facilities.
So you can quickly see how this could lead to many different states having many different rules, and the next thing you know, farmers are spending more time filling out paperwork than they are taking care of their pigs.
California consumes about 13% of the country's pork supply. Postian warns the rules are raising prices in the state and may set a dangerous precedent.
We're always wondering, is another state going to come up with another new rule?
In 2023, a Supreme Court ruling upheld Proposition 12, despite a plea by the National Pork Producers Council. And then just this month, the highest court shot down the Iowa Pork Producers Appeal.
This was always going to require a legislative fix.
No matter the ruling, Postian says he'll continue to give his pigs the best care possible.
We've made a commitment to care for these animals 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, right? We have committed that we are going to put their welfare ahead of anything that we have going on in our lives.
Well, Postian says although he's worried about the future, Proposition 12 hasn't immediately impacted his farm. But he knows numerous producers in Iowa that have changed their facilities because of that law.